Hello everybody, back again with another modeling example of stuff. So I just started Maya and the very first thing I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna hit on new, and the very first thing I need to do, I always do this. Go to File, Set Project, go to my computer, navigate to E drive. Then I'm gonna search for Sheridan College. Then I'm gonna click date modify, previz, and then I'm gonna set my project. Very first thing I do. And the reason why I do this is because when my supervisors ask me where this file is, the file shouldn't be missing. Because nobody have time to say, hey, you know what, you forget it at home or whatnot. Your file management skills has to be well, so that's why I preach every class to set your project first, and then you're able to open up. So I'm going to open up the still life modeling, and this is where I left off here. I have example 1 and example 2, and I'm going to turn on the reference image. I'm going to select the reference image plane, and I have one that I have from a student. I have one from a student here that I already done with this, so I'm gonna press Control, select the image plane, make sure the R is not on there. So make sure the R is not clicked on. So you could select it like so. See that? Green means you select it. Also, if you look in there over here in the outliner, you can select image plane in your outliner. You can select stuff in here, by the way. All right, this is your outliner where everything lives, okay? Select that and press Control A. If Control A is not coming up, you can just simply select this and go to the corner, attribute editor, image name, click on this. Then I'm gonna bring in this thing here. So this is a simple asset. So I bring that in, like that. So that press R, and I'm gonna move that up. Actually, I'm just gonna move this to the side. Okay, because I need to look at it while I'm doing the modeling, okay? All right, cool. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna be modeling is the chopsticks, and they look very simple, okay? Chopstick look very simple, guys. So what I'm gonna do, great. First thing I'm gonna model is the chopstick, and I'm gonna go make sure I'm on the modeling module. To click this little drop down here, choose modeling. I think you guys know your way around Maya, but I'm gonna explain every single thing just to get you guys up in speed. And then I'm gonna click on here. I'm gonna click on the cylinder here, and I'm going to press F to frame. I'm gonna move this up like so. I'm gonna right click over the channel box. I'm gonna click in where it says polysphere, just left click on the word, middle mouse button to scroll down. You can see that it has like 20, it has like cap. In cap, I'm gonna put about 3, number 3. Height subdivision, I actually like that it's 20, so that's fine. I'm gonna leave it at 20 resolution here. So chopstick. Okay, well, I'm gonna hit space bar, and I'm gonna go to the front, hit space bar again. And remember, I'm looking at my chopstick here, and it's as simple as right click, go to verts, grab these verts, press W to go into your move tool, W, move into this direction. And it's as simple as that, guys. How hard is that? That can't be that hard. Come on. Okay, so I think I'm not gonna make it too, like, you could always scale down your stuff in the end, but leave it like that. And then you can see this chopstick is kind of like skinny at the base. So I'm gonna grab this, press R, and I'm gonna click on the middle one and scale it in kind of like so. See that? Like that. Cool. Maybe I grab the top one and scale that in a little bit. Right click, go to object mode, select this, hit the space bar, click here, and I like to do a couple of things with this. So I'm going to right click, go to edge, right click and hold, go to edge. Double click on the edge that goes around. Then I'm going to go to edit mesh and bevel. Bevel is going to bring this icon up. So I'm going to type in here about 3 segment, kind of like that. Yeah, so it has that rounded off there. So that's very good, guys. I'm going to hide my grid for a little bit. Click here. I'm going to go to the bottom. Double click on the edge that goes around. Then I'm going to do another edit mesh, bevel. In the segment, just type in 3, press enter. There we go. But I'm not really done with this yet because I could go to mesh tools, insert a loop. I'm going to put 1 here, click 1 time, which is your left mouse button click, not your right mouse button. Click, see that? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So I kind of just put 4 going this way because we have so many of these lines going the other way. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to select that. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to go edit, delete by type history, and I'm going to turn on back my grid, and I'm going to hit spacebar again, and I'm going to name this chop stick. As soon as you name it, you'll see it over here in the outliner with the name chopstick. You always see the name here, chopstick. Those are a couple of things that I always train you guys to do, to name your things once you're done with them, modeling them, right? So for this one, I'm going to press R on the keyboard and get the scale tool. Then I'm going to press D and hold it, and this left mouse button click and drag this down to the bottom and let it go. What does this do? It changes the pivot point so I can scale it from the tip. So I'm going to scale it down to about there. Okay, and press W. I'm going to move it off to the side for now. I could choose to duplicate it, so Control D, duplicate, and have it like that. So those are my 2 chopsticks. And I could go over here in the corner and hit new layer, and just call this example. I'm gonna call it example. Yours is not example, obviously. Yours is the word, I don't know, maybe you're modeling something different. So this is what mine is called, modeling example 3. So I could hide that for now to leave the area clean. Gonna hit space bar here. So for the bowl, we're gonna go and we're gonna create a sphere. I'm gonna move that up, press R, go to the middle and scale it up. I think you know what I'm gonna do with this. I think you guys know. I'm gonna move that up like so. So the bowl is, we're not gonna use the revolve tool on this because the bowl is simple. It's like it's a sphere cut in half, guys. Come on, how easy is that? So I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna hit space bar, go into the side view, the front view. I'm gonna right click, go to faces, select the faces that are halfway, kind of like that, and delete it. Okay, cool. Next thing I'm gonna right click, go to verts, and hold right click and hold, go to verts. I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna grab these verts at the bottom, press R, and then I'm gonna scale it to flatten it. You see that, guys? Then I'm gonna just move this up kind of like so. See that? Right click, go back to object mode, hit the space bar, and there's a bowl, but we're not just done yet, guys. You could choose to right click, go to edge, double click on this edge, and you could just move this up in Y a little bit. Double click on this one and move that up below, kind of like that. You can even press R and kind of scale this out a little bit, kind of round them out just a little tad. You're the modeler. See that? We already have our shape of our bowl and everything. I'm gonna hide my grid again, and I'm gonna save this file. Control S to save it. At the bottom, what I could do, I could go mesh tool, insert edge loop, and I'm gonna click here and click here just to add that. And yeah, so when I hit right click and go to object mode and I hit number 3 on the keyboard to get a smooth view, this is what I get. But we're not out of the hood yet. Select the shell, press 1 to go back to low res mode. Then we're gonna go edit mesh and we're gonna do a extrude. I'm gonna try to pull this out. No, that's not how it goes. Extrude it, and then I'm gonna hit this little stop watch thing, and I'm gonna lightly tap one of these here, tap it, and then I'm gonna scale evenly from here, kind of like that. See that? You could even scale out a little bit more. You could, depends on how thick you want your bowl to be. You can move this down like so. So you get up, you get what I'm saying? And then you can right click, go to object mode. And then obviously if you press number 3, it's gonna look like that if you want, and leave it. I guess that's it. Okay, cool. Pretty cool, right? And go right ahead and call it bowl. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go edit, delete by type, and I'm gonna go history. I'm gonna go modify, freeze transformation, and I'm gonna hit space bar. And modify freeze transformation. I could take this and I guess I could move this out a little bit for now. Right click, add it to the shell. So now the moment of truth. This rubber ducky. Obviously we cannot eyeball it. We could eyeball it and whatnot, but I went ahead and got a extra image which I found on Google. So you can search this stuff up on Google and find one. So I'm gonna go for this rubber ducky. So it just gave me more information, right? It just gave me more information to work with. I'm gonna hit the space bar and hit space bar. No, here. Okay, space bar here. And I'm just gonna take this, move it, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna just take that like that for now. Okay, how I'm gonna do this? Or should I start with side view? Hold on. Hit space bar. Let's see if I could get the side view. I can't get a side view. There we go. Oh, I can't really get a side view here unless I rotate it. Let's see. Like so. Okay. So here, rotate it in Y. See what we get. So I still haven't got much. Still haven't got much at all. It doesn't make any difference. Anyway, guys, we're gonna work with this front view here, guys. Okay. All right. Cool. So this rubber ducky it's complex. I mean, it's not like those simple shapes we've been creating. So how do we approach this? Well, here we go. We're gonna click on the cube, press W, move it up. We're gonna turn on X-ray, and we're gonna press R to scale, like so, kind of like that. All right, scale them up. Then we're gonna hit the poly in the channel box here. Hit the where the word said polycube 1. Then we could say we want division. Let's put number 3 here. I think 3 is good. And here we could put number 3 again, so it goes that way. Here depth you could push 3 center. You're not seeing that part, but this is good. So we have that, and I'm going to turn on wireframe and shaded so we could see the lines. It's like a black line, right? So that's good. So you see. So now all you got to do is right click, go to verts, and simply start, you guessed it, shape it. Simply start to shape it. Right click here, verts, take this. I'm not gonna do the beak just yet. The beak I'm gonna extrude it out, so that's why I did that. So here we go. We're at this part now, so I'm gonna go here like so. Right click. Put this here. Like that. Like that. Okay. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna right click here, go to face. Also, I need to turn my reference to reference area. Now I need to do, I'm gonna hit space bar, and I'm gonna go, don't worry about the front. Don't worry about the front, guys. Okay? Maybe we could round this up a bit, but we're not gonna do any kind of rounding just yet. Just hold on. Actually we could. Also, I'm gonna go to the top view. Okay, let's wait. Right click, go to faces, shift select these faces underneath here. Q key to get a selection tool. Press the space bar, go back into the front view, and it's as simple as edit. I'm gonna edit and extrude. Hit the little gizmo here and then just move it down. One, you could hit the space bar here, scale it, and you could even rotate it if you want. You can press G again to repeat that action, and you just use the move one, move it out. You could choose to rotate it, and you could press G again, click on the gizmo, move it out, move it out. I think that's enough. So right click, go back to vertices. Then we go in there and press W and start simply just making our little rubber ducky. Simple as that, guys. Nothing fancy we're doing. Nothing complicated. It's a bit more complicated than like the other stuff, but this is easy. Put this out there like so. Put this down here. You could begin into put this here. Yeah, like so. All right, cool. Nice. Get this guy here, put him here. Get that one there, put him there. But the one thing I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna select this. Mesh tools, insert edge loop, and click here once. So we add one more there. We're gonna add one more here. Add one more there. Press enter. So we kind of have more points to push and pull. Right click, go to vertices, press W, and just move this here. The duck also have some kind of wing here, right? The duck also has some kind of wing, right? So we're gonna have to like you can't really see it, but it's there. So um I'm gonna just model like something like a shape to accommodate it. So it's kind of like this. All right. So I'm just moving in the shape like that. So when I get to go for it, it wouldn't be a problem because I already make the pathway for it like that. You understand me? So take that, move that up, take that part, move that up, take this, move here, take this one, move here, and take that, move that there. All right, take that, move that there, take that, and move that. Here we go. Okay. Here, you just simply take that, move that there, take that, move that here. I believe we want one more edge loop in here. Right click, go to vertices. One more edge loop, so we're gonna go to mesh tool, insert edge loop, put one here, press enter, select the selection tool, so you can right click, go to vertices, select it, select the move tool, and then you can just move it in place there. Okay, there we go. It's as simple as that, guys. You get that? You see the shape of it? Now we're gonna right click, go to faces, and I'm gonna hit space bar, and I'm gonna select. Oh, first of all, we only need half of this guy here. So I'm actually gonna select this like so. Then I'm gonna doop 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 edit. I'm gonna do a extrude, move out the beak, hit space bar, go back into the here. Gonna just scale shape it. I think that's it. I'm not gonna make that little indent in his mouth. I'm thinking I'm just gonna avoid that. Maybe just put that there, kind of like that. Right? Cool. Or maybe I should have. Oh yeah, it's fine. Edit mesh tools, insert edge loop. I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna press enter. Right click, just hit W, get move tool. Right click, go to verts, and just move the verts. You know how you want it. Maybe you could push in that part if you want. If you go back to mesh tools, insert edge loop, add a couple more in here. Add a couple more, kind of like that. Add one more there. Right click, go to verts, select that, press W, move that into place, zoom in. Move that out. Move that out. Okay, cool. All right, very good. Okay. All right, cool. The wing, we could select the wing and we could go faces, shift select here, and then hit space bar. This is the wing. And we're gonna edit, and we're gonna do. We're gonna do extrude, and we're simply gonna click top here, scale this in a little bit to get that little ledge because it needs to show that little ledge. And then we're gonna press G on the keyboard to repeat the key. Then we're gonna pull out here a little bit here. Gonna hit here. We're gonna scale this like so. And we could even like one, yeah, G. Press G again. Move this out a little bit. Hit space on the keyboard. And just like scale this in a little bit like that. Then we're gonna hit vertex. Then we could go in there and move points around. Kind of round it out. We're gonna hit smooth, but we're not going into smooth mode right now. But I'm just letting you know. You know. Then here you could kind of start to, shape the duck a little. You can go right click, go to edges, select these edges, press Q key on the keyboard. I'm gonna turn off the mesh, select here, press W, move this under, move this up, take the vertices, select this one, and move this on. So we can just do that. Let's grab a bunch of them and simple just move them. Okay, cool. Now we could go hit spacebar and hit faces, and we could actually, if I hit spacebar and I go this side, I could say right click, go to edge, select this edge, turn on X-ray, and you can move this edge to the center, press R, scale this edge so it's straight, W, move it to the center, and turn on X-ray. So this is the center of everything, right? Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to right click, go to object mode, right click, go to face. Remember, we only need to model one side because we're going to mirror it over. So select, go to right click, go to faces, select all this face here and delete it. And now we could go in there and we could start shaping the duck. Select this. Maybe the duck. You could look at how this duck thing here. You could say, well, right click, go to edge, and select these edges, move those in, kind of like so, right? You can select these edges here. Q key here, and press W and move that in like so. Alright. Right click, vertices, and select here, and put that here. Alright, click, go to verts, select these verts here. Press R, scale them. Yeah. We could test out how it would look in smooth mode. So press 3, and this is what we got. Not bad. Not bad, not bad at all. So cool. Press done. We're gonna undo, press 1 actually. And then we're gonna go maybe grab a couple of these and take a couple of these here. W. And W and move it inwards, kind of like so. Right click.
I feel like I've made it in life. YSL sent me a package. Do you see that? Your new mascara. I'm so excited for this. Why are you ruining my video?
Cut through your attention.
What is your deepest fear, young man?
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm thinking maybe we're ready to mirror it. So this is in Z. I'm gonna hit space bar. So everything we're gonna make sure it's at the 0. Make sure select these and make sure you scale them. Make sure they're snapped. So right click, go to object mode. Then we're gonna go to mesh and mirror option box. You can go edit, reset, and I think this one is in Z. And we're gonna hit apply, just like that. Okay. Mine is in Z, so if yours is in X or Y, whatnot, yeah. Gonna hit close and right click, and now hit the space bar, and now I could take this, right click, go to object mode, R, and I'm gonna move this kind of like so, scale him so it's not so big. I could move it so it's like that. His beak, right click, his beak, I think I'm gonna press 3 on the keyboard, and I'm gonna right click, go to edge and select these edges here, like so. Then I go back and double click it. Let's see what happened. Shift click, so I double click each edge, double click here, double click here, and I'm gonna double click on here, double click on there, I'm double clicking on here, and double clicking on the last but not least this one. Then I could go in and press R on the keyboard. I could squish is like that. Oh no. Turn off the reference. We don't want this guy in there. We do not want that guy in there. Scale. Oh, how come I deselect that guy? How come he's scaling? Oh, okay. scale, 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 scale. Then we could right click and then we could start taking some of these guys and scale them back because we only wanted the mouth to be like that. Could take some of these guys and fix it. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we could take some of these. And if you're not too happy, you could right click, go to faces, select this half, delete it, and just work on one half for now. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna play around with this side. Okay, I think I'm happy. Again, I'm happy with this part. I'm very happy with it. Yeah. Am I? I don't know. Okay. So remember, hit the space bar into the side view here. It has, this center line has to snap with this dark line here for the mirror to work perfectly. Just letting you know. Gonna go to mesh, mirror, option box, select Z axis, hit apply, and close. Hit the space bar, and here we go. You could choose to, for the end parts, you could choose to right click, go to verts, and hit the space bar, and you could go up top, grab a bunch of these. You could even turn on X-ray if you want. I'm gonna turn it on. Grab a bunch of these and see what you get. Here, I'm gonna grab these, right click, select some of these, ship. Gonna press R, and I'm wondering what happened if I scale some of these guys like so. Right? Scale them in, scale them in, scale them in, like that. Alright, and let it go. Space bar. I like it. I do like it. Press 1 on the keyboard. It's gonna look a mess, but press 3. Oh, my duck is kind of looking weird now. I don't know what happened, but I guess he's good. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna select one of these, and I'm gonna click on the here. I'm gonna put these down to 10, and I'm simply just gonna move these up. I'm gonna turn on the reference, and I'm gonna move these up, and I'm gonna rotate it 90, and I'm gonna put it in W. Press R, scale it, and just put that there. And I could press 3 on the keyboard. I could press R and I could just scale it so it's like flat. Alright, and then, oh, the mode is supposed to be, we're not gonna like go one-to-one with this thing here. We're just gonna make our rubber ducky look how it's supposed to go. We're not gonna go all out. You could call this I. And I'm gonna turn off the grid. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna go like this, modify freeze transformation. And after I go freeze transformation, I'm gonna duplicate this, Control D, press W, get the move tool, move it across to the other eye, scale it, press R to scale, scale it in. There you go. Alright, there's our rubber ducky. Kinda, I like him. I could go in here and do another mesh tool, insert a loop, and just press 1 on the keyboard and drop another line here, maybe, and maybe another one here. So when I press 3, I get some kind of, no, I don't like it, undo. I think I like the way it is. So anyway, so over here, I'm just gonna call this duck body. Select here, edit, delete by type, history, modify freezes transformation. Then I'm gonna take the duck, in the outline I'm gonna hold on control, and left mouse button click the duck, left mouse button click the eye, and the other eye. Press Control G, it's gonna put it in the group, and you just call this duck. GRP. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Now I'm going to turn on about the rest of the guys. Now I'm going to go back for the reference image for the bowl, which is this one. So I'm gonna just move that out of the way because I'm kind of like setting up how I want this, right? So both of these guys here, I'm gonna go modify again, freeze the transformation, right click, kind of like rotate them like so. Okay, press W, move them up. R, get the rotate tool, we'll put them there. Where's the other one? Oh, it's over it. Move it slightly. Move it like that. Like that. Move it into place. Oh, as easy as that. Not that hard, eh? It's not that hard. Press W. Move that down. Okay, let's get our duck. Select the duck group. We'll modify center pivot. Move the duck. Turn on back our grid. Move the duck. And we're going to put our duck on top of these chopstick, like kind of like the reference. Just move it. Press R, scale, move him around. And there you go. Oh, he's not there. Make sure you select the group. You don't want to leave his eyes behind. So make sure. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Beautiful, right? Pretty cool. You could choose to like rotate your duck. So we kind of see him like a 3/4. All right, cool. Pretty cool, right? Good. Awesome. Nice. Okay. We could go back and we could do a freeze transformation. We could choose to take this and we could do a G and modify and center the pivot, but we can move this to the center of the grid. Press the space bar and move it up. Then we can go modify, freeze the transformation, select the move tool, press D on your keyboard, move this down all the way to the bottom, hold on D, let go D. All right, it's space bar. Now we're back in the viewport here. Now the platform that is on is some kind of a carpet. The platform is on is some kind of a carpet. You know, we're not gonna model a carpet. We could, what you could do for the base, I guess you could save your file. All right, what you could do is okay, cool. What you could do is just create a polyplane, press R on your keyboard, and just scale it out like that. Press E, get that. Shift select these edges here. Press W, move this up. So this will be like your platform, right? Double click this edge, move that up, and double click the other edge, move that up, and press 3 on your keyboard. Right click, go to object mode, and there we go. So you have some kind of black backdrop. I'm gonna show you guys how to set up like your cameras, all that stuff, do a render, all that kind of stuff soon. So don't worry about it for now. Just know that yeah. So for now, turn off then. So if I'm gonna show you guys how to set up the camera and all that kind of stuff. Well, I can show you guys right now how to set up a camera. So I'm gonna set up a camera. So I'm gonna go to create camera. In the outliner, I'm gonna call this shot cam. I'm gonna go over the corner where you see the 2 plane, hit that. I'm gonna go here, perspective. I'm gonna go perspective, shot cam. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna turn on the film gate. And the one that we want is, I'm gonna hit the render settings here. I'm gonna want to middle mouse button scroll down. The one we want is HD 1080 and the render with camera. Click here, shot cam. Then all you do, you just press 5 on the keyboard, or you turn off. You're gonna turn off X-ray for now. You're gonna turn off wireframe and shaded. And yeah, you just zoom in kind of like so. Yeah, kind of like so. Turn off your grid. All right, and there you have it. You can save your scene. You set up your camera. So everybody, I don't want a camera that's like this. If you give me a camera like this, I'm gonna take off points. So make sure you go in there and zoom in on your beautiful model. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. So this is example number 3. I'm gonna try to see if I could do one more example, modeling wise. But one thing I need you guys to be doing is watching these while working on your own thing. Yeah. Thank you. Take care. See you in the class next Monday. Stay safe.